Hello everyone, I am back with part 2 of April 2020 in my Project Life album. This time I am using some old Project Life cards that I've had in my stash. I think since I started doing Project Life, I wanted to use some of these up. So I'm going to be using those in combination with a lot of stickers and things that I've had in my stash for quite some time. These specifically are from Amy Tangerine. It's one of her sticker books. I think I got that sticker book when Archivers was going out of business, so I've also had that in my stash for quite some time. So I'll be using up lots of old things on this layout this time. So what I'm doing right now is just trimming down this photo. I got these printed at Persnickety Prints, and these were like on a thicker cardstock, and they look kind of like Polaroids, but I wanted to trim it down because I wanted it to fit on this particular card because it wasn't going to in the original format. So I just trimmed that down, and then I'm going to stick that there on that card that looks kind of like a calendar, and I'll just add that on and then make sure it fits. I had to really trim it down. I wanted to keep the white edge, so I had to be careful about how I trim that down, but I ended up getting it to fit okay on the page. Now I'm pulling out that Amy Tangerine sticker book again and looking and finding some other pieces that I want to use. And I'm basically going to be using mostly like labels or like little kind of paint swooshes, if you will, on a couple different places, and that will just anchor in some of the other embellishing and journaling and things that I'll do later on. Actually, I think this book I got from Tuesday Morning. I had another sticker book that I got from Amy Tangerine from Archivers, but this one still is quite old. I think I was probably several years ago that I picked this up, and I know this collection is several years old as well. So I'm just looking here. I'm going to use this noted sticker. I'll put that on that blue card, and then later on I'm going to come back and add a little bit more to that blue card as well with another sticker from a different pack. So just continuing to look around, see what else might fit on this layout, just really trying to use up some of this stuff. I find it hard to use these Amy Tangerine sticker books. I got them because I thought they're really cute, but it just seems very difficult to find things to put them on. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the colors or the motif or what it is, but I seem to have trouble with those Amy Tangerine sticker books. So I really wanted to challenge myself to get some of those used up at this time. So I added this family little swooshy kind of sticker, and I'm adding fur on the top, so it's my fur family. I have the two dogs and I think the cat on my lap in this particular picture. So I thought that would be cute to add the word fur with the word family. And then I think I add some other things to that card here, or that photo here in a little bit. Here's just another one of those little paint swoosh things to add as an anchoring point for some journaling. I'm just going to be writing the word silly because my cat always likes to lay in these crazy silly positions when he's on my lap or my husband's lap. So I want to capture that. Now I found some word strips. I think these are from Teresa Collins. I'm going to trim these down because they don't quite fit on this card. It's a Snapchat filter of me and my dog being silly. And what I actually end up doing is trimming these down even further. I thought they're a little too wide. I don't show you guys me trimming them down to be skinnier, but in the end I end up doing that, and you'll see that here in a little bit. I just thought it was just too much. It was too busy there, so I wanted to trim those down a bit. So you can see here now that they're a little skinnier. So now this is some more Teresa Collins word phrases, so I'm just going to add those throughout the cards and the photos this time. The one I just put down there says happy day. That one says just a fact. I can't remember. Something I love is in the top right photo of the two dogs laying on the bed. So I'm just looking through here again. The sticker sheet was a little bit pain in the butt because it wasn't cut out very nicely, but since they're square or rectangle shape, it wasn't too difficult to get them trimmed down. I just used my scissors to get some of these that didn't quite cut out nicely. Adding another one here to this card or this photo. Again, another place to anchor it. It says happiness is my cat laying by the vent because it's nice and warm. I really like these stickers. I've had them in my stash for quite some time too. Got them from Tuesday Morning. I love the colors, and so I thought I'd marry that up with the noted sticker. It's a little bit of a puffy sticker if I didn't mention that already. This one is a little floral. I thought that went really nice on that polka dot card. I thought it was a good contrast to the blue. And then I have this little sprig of flowers. That actually is going to move around the page. It's not going to end up staying there. I pulled out this die cut pack. I thought these cute die cuts are really cute, so I'm just kind of going through finding which ones might work with the page. I'm going to use that butterfly, and then I think I use this floral piece. And I looked through this and I thought I was going to use one more, but I don't think I end up using anything additional in this pack. It's a cute pack, it just wasn't necessarily going to fit on the page. So you can see here I pulled up that little sprig of flowers. I didn't like the, what is it, clock on this card, so I'm just covering it up with this floral cluster here that came from that die cut pack. And then I'm going to move that sprig over to the fur family photo there. And it just kind of fits in decently well there. So I'm just going to try to nestle it in, move some things around so it balances out a bit more, and then that photo I think will be complete. I'm going to trim off the excess there of the die cut. I like running some of these things off the side of the page. I think it just gives it a more cohesive look. I'm going to pull out more of these Jen Hatfield die cuts. This is the same die cut pack that I got the floral and the butterfly from, and I thought the gold accents would be nice on a couple of these, so I am going to add that sprig there with the puffy flower sticker that I had put on, and I just think that kind of helps balance that card out a bit more and gives it a little extra something. And I try to use, I think, another piece from that gold ones, but I just couldn't find anything that was going to work. So I'm just moving on to some other things on the layout. These are Studio Calico stars that I got in a Studio Calico kit when I used to have that subscription many, many moons ago when I first started doing Project Life. And I've had these for quite some time, so I wanted to make sure I use some of them up. So I'm just going to sprinkle a couple of the tiny ones around the page in a couple different places, just to give it a little extra added something. And I'm going to glue down that butterfly. I think that pretty much completes that particular photo there. Looking at that stars, I think I want to put a few more down. I can squeeze a few more on. I really wanted to use up as much of the sticker sheet as possible. I've already used a couple of the larger ones, but I haven't used many of the small ones, so I thought was a good opportunity to do that. So I have these cork stickers from Basic Gray that I really wanted to use, so I'm going to put about 3 on the layout. That one says number 1. This says you and me, the picture of me and my dog, and then I have one more that I'm going to pull out, and that just looks like a little button, and I'll put that on that floral card that I worked on earlier. These are wood veneer pieces. I'm just going to go through and pick out ones that I think will look good. I wanted to add a little extra dimension, so these are nice because they're not super thick, but they do add a little dimension to the page and just a different texture with the wood grain. So I'm going to finish putting all those down and then glue them down, and then that's pretty much it. That's the layout. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, leave those below. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, I would love for you to be a subscriber. If you click the bell on the bottom of the video, that will let you know when my next video is posted. I've been trying to post about 1 video a week. It doesn't always work just because of work and all that, but that is my goal. And I try to post on Mondays. But again, it doesn't always work that way. Just kind of depends on how life is going at the time. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There'll be some photos here at the end, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.